Hey. It's Uncle Matt and Jessica. Look at her. Oh my God, she's been killing it lately. This one. We're here for the 22nd Element Titans draft event at the Grand Hyatt in Nashville. Cool season ticket holder event. Can't wait to get inside and see what's going on. Are you excited?
Very.
You look like it. There goes T-Rack. We've arrived. Got food here. Some kind of taco bar. Want some tacos?
Maybe.
You want to get a taco?
I have to pee first.
Oh no! Oh, look, Titans radio's in there. All right, so I'm not a drinker, but there are 2 drink tickets included in admittance here, so maybe Jesta will try these, but not me, because I'm not a drinker. All right, so Jesta went to the bathroom first thing immediately, and I made street tacos. Let's check these out. Bone apple teas. That's pretty good. Good job, Titans. All right, Jesta, how are your tacos?
Quick.
The people need to know.
Stop.
I like my tacos. How'd you like your tacos? Look at the ballroom as it's set up for the event. Titans radio over there. 22nd Element sign there. Okay, so I thought the 22nd Element group was like a play on Two-Tone Blue. Jessica, smart as a whip, just figured out the 22nd Element is actually titanium. Which makes sense why the 22nd Element fan group would be for the Titans. Good job, Jester. I think mine was probably right too. I think it's a combination of both.
It is not.
Two-Tone Blue, 2-2.
That makes no sense. When he said that, I was like, that makes no sense.
It's 2-2.
I was like, well, what is the 22nd Element in?
It was 2-2. There was a guy who, when we were talking about it, was like looking over his shoulder, like just waiting, like, I can't wait to see what this idiot says it's going to be. But I don't think he knew either, so. We're in line now for brownies. They're being devoured. Do you think there's going to be any left? Are there going to be any brownies left?
No, not after me.
No! Okay, we found these weird little booths that I assume are like for business people when they're here for a conference to like jump in here and get on their computers and do stuff, but we're here to eat brownies. How's the brownie, Jessica? Okay, I'm gonna try the brownie. These were the most popular item. They just rolled them out like right when we got here, so everybody must have been desperate to get them because packed line, clearing them out. I couldn't even get a cookie. They ate all the cookies. I'll try to find one later. Bone apple teas. That is a pretty good brownie. I'm not gonna lie.
Remember those terrible ones in Mexico that were so dry?
They're so bad. This is soft and fudgy, just the way I like things. I put it on that table. By the other bag. We're actually a lot further into the draft than I thought we were. I thought we were going to like pick 5. We're up to 11. I don't even know who's been drafted yet. I need to get caught up. All right, so the main screen that was showing the draft has gone down. These little TVs here are the only thing showing it anymore. It's weird. Although Mike Keith just said exactly what I said. I just said Tony Gonzalez had like a 30-minute promo for Thursday Night Football. But nobody had been asked to pick. Chris Olave. I was hoping he would follow the Titans, but knew it was pretty much a long shot. Okay, so we've hit a unique part of the evening where we've kind of done all there is to do, but the Titans don't pick for 14 more picks. We ate all the food. Just to drink all the drinks. I didn't drink because I'm not a drinker. We did the photo ops. Now we're just waiting on that 26 pick. Who do you think the Titans are going to take if you had to pick right now? There you have it. Expert draft analyst, Jesta. Quick update. The main screen is back on. Crisis averted. Looks like we may have some gift bags over here when we're ready to depart. Time will tell. This is the best gift of all, though. Jesta. So news is just broke. Titans have traded A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. We just heard like a loud, kind of weird reaction from the ballroom because we were hanging out here with their seats. And I jumped to Twitter. A.J. Brown to the Eagles. Finally have a good wide receiver. What the hell? Literally just saw a guy up there rip his A.J. Brown jersey off. I have no idea what the Titans are thinking. That is the dumbest thing they could have possibly done. Especially if they're just trading up to draft his replacement. Finally have a proven stud wide receiver and dump him instead of signing him to a contract. What?
It's a tough week. The Titans have traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia for a first-round pick at number 18, and the Titans have already made the pick. We are anticipating has been a talented young man and a freak of nature in his own right since he was just 5 or 6 years old.
With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Traylon Burks, wide receiver, Arkansas. Traylon Burks.
What an enthusiastic reaction. The crowd is going nuts. People are so pumped for this. What a disaster. What a disaster. So we traded A.J. Brown to draft a guy whose comparison point is that he's similar to A.J. Brown. Except this guy's some random dude at Arkansas who's never done anything in the NFL, and A.J. Brown was like the first stud wide receiver we've ever had. Your thoughts?
I have no thoughts on this.
Compared to A.J. Brown and Deebo Samuel as a guy who can do lots of different things. Benches 380, squats 500.
I just know everybody looks really
stupid.
angry.
Nobody here is happy.
Everybody's very angry right now. I have no idea what's happening.
What a night to have a draft party when you're going to do something crazy like that. Do that during COVID when nobody can get together. Oh my God. I was kind of wondering why they did such a small gathering, because 3 years ago pre-COVID they were doing the big events all over town and stuff. They knew they were going to do something that everybody would hate, so they didn't want to have a big gathering for that.
Why didn't they do it? Everybody's very angry, and I don't understand what's happening. And I don't understand why it's such a hated move, why they would do it. If everybody's so mad about this, why would they do that? It doesn't make sense.
It's all about the money. They didn't want to pay A.J. Brown so they can get a rookie for cheaper.
He did take a pre-draft visit to Nashville.
Capitalism.
To visit with him. Just for the record, it looks like Traylon.
Steelers are about to pick. This is supposedly the first spot teams might look at a quarterback.
Franco Harris
on the mix to make the pick.
Marks the 50th anniversary of one of the most memorable moments in NFL history. During the final seconds of the 1970s,
We got to talk for 15 minutes before announcing the picks.
Franco Harris made an improbable catch. No, I love this.
Okay.
With the 20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett.
There it is. First quarterback off the board. 20 picks in, that's crazy. Quarterbacks usually go very early, you see. Usually they're a high priority, but this draft, the quarterbacks apparently aren't that good. So 20 being the first quarterback off the board is kind of crazy. This guy that got drafted, his big knock is he's got small baby hands. Yes, small baby hands. So at this point, it's starting to feel like to me that Titans are trying to patch together a team that can still be competitive right now, but they are starting to punt and look ahead to the future I will not be shocked at all if we go quarterback at 26, because it definitely feels like we are starting to build/rebuild at this point in time. Trading AJ to just draft apparently the new AJ feels like we're starting to look ahead, and this era is coming to an end and a new era is being built. We'll see. 26th pick coming up not too far in the distant future. Mike Keith is currently about to do an interview with our new AJ Brown, who we traded AJ Brown to draft. Mike Keith doing the Lord's work over there while everybody over here is miserable. We got seats now. We're fancy.
As promised,
How fancy do you feel?
I don't feel fancy.
To mirror the wacky.
But Titans Radio's right there. You can see
We
them.
have already seen it go down in numerous trades. The Titans making the biggest news of all of the teams.
Good job, Ed.
It's been very easy.
Reported that it is the Jets. If it is the Jets, they have 35, 38, and 69. So obviously you would think
Oh
the
my
Titans would
God,
trade
if
back
we
to
sat here all
35,
night and the Titans traded out of this last
So the
pick.
Jets have stepped in at 26. Now, it doesn't mean
They're saying the Titans have traded out of the pick.
So that means that I sat here this whole time and I don't need to
first
be
round
here?
at some point if there's a player that they want to grab.
Is that what's
But the
happening right
Jets are
now?
on the clock at 26, so they have obviously swapped with the Titans. The Titans
Mass exodus. What a disastrous night. That guy just said it all. This guy just got it right.
Here's what we know they have tomorrow night. They have 90
Holy cow.
and they have 101. Now they don't have
Holy
101. The
cow.
Titans have traded 26 and 101 for 35, 69, and 163.
Nice.
That's a 5.
Nice. They got 69
So
at least.
the Titans now have, tomorrow night, they have the 4th pick of the night at 35. They pick at 69, which is the 5th pick in the 3rd round, and they will also pick at 90.
Definitely the saddest guy here. All right, let's see what's in the gift bag. What do we got here? Is this all that was in it?
Is that like a plastic cup?
It's like
It's not even ceramic. It's plastic.
some old smoky moonshine.
And a plastic solo cup.
This gift bag is very deceiving. I thought there was going to be like 10 things in there. Well, that was just as anticlimactic and disappointing as the entire draft has been.
Yeah.
Maybe there's more in this one. Nope. And I'm not even a drinker, so I can't enjoy that moonshine. It's not fair. Thanks a lot, Titans. Okay, so we are back home after what was a much more eventful draft night than what I expected. I actually told Jesta I thought it was going to be very boring for her, very boring for me as well, because I thought the Titans were just going to sit there at 26, probably draft an offensive lineman, and everybody would kind of be like, yeah, okay, here we go, whatever. And then, out of nowhere, like we were literally sitting out there not even paying attention to the draft when the news broke. The Titans traded A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. I had at one point in time considered doing a live stream for this draft, but then we had the 22nd Element season ticket members party to go to, and I was like, well, it's not a good place to do a live stream from, so would have been insane. I can only imagine what all the live streams and broadcasts that Titans fans were doing tonight were like, because that had to break everything. I've been off Twitter ever since the news broke. I couldn't bear to look and see what everybody was saying, because there's going to be some terrible takes, there's going to be some good takes. But ultimately, I just don't want to deal with it right now, because it seems crazy, it seems insane, I have no idea what's going on. And then it was like, okay, so the trade's settled, we're all good, we'll sit here, 26th pick. We'll chill for a little while. I started to think the Titans were probably going to go quarterback because it does feel like maybe they're kind of patching together what can be a competitive team, but ultimately really looking ahead. And then out of nowhere, we traded the 26th pick to the Jets, completely out of the first round, stocking up on late round picks. The old Patriots method, it seems like. Now we're picking 35th, high in the second round tomorrow. Maybe still a quarterback, just because nobody's going for those quarterbacks. Maybe we're thinking we can just add picks and still get one of them. I don't know what's happening. It was crazy. Far more eventful than what I thought it was going to be. But like I even mentioned it while we were there, it's almost like maybe people within the organization knew the Titans were going to do some stuff that maybe was going to be a little crazy. Maybe not something they wanted to necessarily have like a huge event for. Because like, this is the first like time they've done like a kind of major draft thing post-COVID. The last one before the Titans hosted the draft here in Nashville, they had like multiple events all over town, like season ticket holders could reserve events. There was like we went to one that was on the General Jackson. It was awesome. It was so sick. This year they're just like, 22nd Element members can come to this little thing in a ballroom at the Grand Hyatt. Seemed very scaled back. Maybe they weren't ready to do like a full-blown event, but maybe they also knew they were going to do something insane on draft day and didn't want to have like huge, massive events all over town that would get like huge, crazy reactions and backlash. I don't know. This whole draft has yet to be assessed because trading AJ Brown is crazy. So I'm going to wrap it up though. I mean, there's too much to know. This is the part of the season ticket holder gift. It's a slightly stronger than traditional plastic blue solo cup that says season ticket member. Good for what ails you. It's got drinks. You can put whatever you want in it. This is water, obviously, for me. But they did give us these Old Smoky Moonshines. So out of abundance of, honoring the event and showing off what they gave us, I will sample it, even though I'm not normally a drinker. So this is Apple Pie Old Smoky Moonshine. Tighten up. Maybe pour one up. Poured a little bit out for AJ Brown. Nobody took a wide receiver in the first round after we traded up to get a wide receiver. So I don't know that we needed to trade up to get that wide receiver as much as we knew we were losing AJ Brown and we needed to get a wide receiver to replace him. So I don't know. It's whatever. Moonshine that the Titans gave us. Cheers. I drank the apple pie moonshine.
Why?
Because it was the Titans gave it to us, so I thought it was part of the Titans vlog was to drink it.
It's gross. Did you drink both of them?
No, just the one.
Well, you gotta drink the other one now, too.
It's apple pie. I thought it was supposed to be, I don't know how to drink. I'm not a drinker.
You're a liar.
You should have told me this beforehand. Oh, God.
What you're doing after.
Oh, Lord almighty.
Can you get
Woo! I don't know how you drinkers drink stuff like that. That was hints of apple pie, but it tastes like apple pie mixed with gasoline. That's it for this vlog. I don't know what is happening to the Titans. They seem to have slightly, the Robert Woods trade would make you think that they are committed to competing this year. And I don't know, maybe they're trying to find a sweet spot where they can still be a competitive team this year, but they're also slowly starting to transition. Like, I really think that 35th pick now, I thought with 26 we were going to go quarterback once we took Traylon Burks at 18. I'm thinking even more that 35 might still be a quarterback just because all the quarterbacks are still there except for Kenny Pickett. Unless I didn't pay attention to the draft after we traded out, so maybe all the quarterbacks are gone. I don't know. Who's to say? But, here comes Larry. And with the appearance of Larry, it's probably time to wrap up the vlog, so. I'm going to ride with the Titans. I am very skeptical of the decisions they made tonight, but You're a fan. You're a fan. You got to stick. You scumbag. You got to stick with your team through and through. Tighten up. Subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more Titan stuff coming once the season rolls around. Geodis Park, the next vlog, unless something crazy happens, is going to be the first game at Geodis Park. Nashville SC, Philadelphia Union this Sunday. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. Turn the notification bell on. Give this video a thumbs up if you think the Titans are insane for trading A.J. Brown, because I certainly do. Larry. Don't. Okay, he just jumps on the table. Cheers. Pour one out for AJ.